If you knew after 4 failed attempts you would succeed, how fast would you want to fail? Really think about that question and ask yourself that. And no, 4 is not the specific number, but if you were to fail a few times before you have that one very successful attempt, how fast would you want to fail? How fast would you want to be attempting? And you know, that's something that I heard a while ago, and it's so true, and it's something that I've always remembered. Like I said in the last video, it's always resonated with me. It's always sat with me. You know, you're never going to succeed on the first try. Or maybe you do, but there's still going to be failure. But almost always, you will not succeed on that first try. And that's okay. You have to fail. You have to go through the trials and tribulations. You have to understand that this stuff isn't easy. If it was super easy to just succeed on your first try, everyone would be rich. Everyone would have the supercars. Supercars wouldn't be super. They wouldn't be special whatsoever. They wouldn't be important to anybody. They would be basic. These multi-million-dollar houses would be what everyone lives in. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And that's how you know you're different, because you know this shit is not easy. You know that you're going to be failing and that you have failed and you're not giving up. You know what you're looking for. You know what you're trying to get out of the effort you're putting into things. So really think about that question. If you've never heard that before, I want it to really sit with you. I want it to really sit in your mind. If I knew for a guaranteed fact, after 5 failed attempts, I would succeed. On the 6th attempt, I would succeed. Bro, you'd be speed running to fail. You would be so excited to fail. And you should be excited every single time you fail. You should look at it as a learning lesson every single time you fail. You know, that's just part of it. Expect it. Go into it knowing you're going to fail. And when the time comes and you don't fail, that's when it can feel good. Because if everything was just first try, you'd be like, oh, this is nothing. But when you finally succeed after failing multiple times, that rewarding feeling just feels so good. And you're able to feel proud of yourself, and you're able to look back and realize you made it past those trials and tribulations. You kept your head up and you just kept pushing. You kept pushing. Nothing stopped you, not a single thing. Even if we have to go back to the saying and say, if you failed 20 times and then on the 21st attempt you succeed, it just makes it so much more worth it in the end. And it's something you need to prepare yourself for. If you're not prepared to fail, you're not prepared to succeed. It's literally as simple as that. If you are not prepared to fail, then you're not prepared to succeed. And what you do with those failures is going to lead to what happens when the time comes and you're not failing. If you sit there and you fucking cry up a storm, if you sit there and you pity yourself and you want people to feel bad for you and you're just so disappointed, you're not meant for the success. If you fail a few times and you're ready to give up, you weren't meant for it. It's literally that simple. I have failed. You've probably heard this quote too. You know, I've been using a lot of quotes recently. I have failed more times than you have attempted. And I'm not speaking directly to you, but I have failed so many times. I've tried so many different businesses. I've been in drop shipping. I've been a reseller. I've been in crypto. I've traded stocks. I have done so much throughout the years. I really have. And I've made money with every single one of those things. I really have. I've made good money with all of them. But it just wasn't what I wanted to do, or I had some sort of setback. And I kept pushing through all of those things. It's not that I didn't keep pushing. But I mean, also here I am now, still attempting every single day, even after the failure every single day. You know, I don't look at this as a failure. I look at posting and recording these videos as a success to me. I can get 0 views every single day, and that's a success to me because I recorded these videos. I sat down. I told myself 10 days ago, yes, day 10, by the way, guys, day 10, officially 1/3 of the way through the little challenge that I created for myself. I wanted to make content every single day for 30 days. But back to what I was saying, I could get 0 views on every single one of these videos. And you know, you could look at that as a failure. Oh, I didn't get any views. I grabbed nobody's attention. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. But guess what? I don't let it stop me. I posted a video a few days ago. Still right now, it's my lowest viewed video at 4 views. Literally nothing. And one of those views is me on a different YouTube channel. One of those views is literally me. Maybe even 2 of them, to be honest. So it's like, that's 2 views. That's nothing. I got no attention brought onto it. And some people would look at that as a failure, but I don't. I see it as progress. I see it as steps. I see it as I'm getting somewhere. I'm doing this. Like I said, I'm on day 10. 11 days ago, I had no clue I was going to be starting a YouTube channel. I wanted to. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time. I knew it was part of my journey and it was going to be one of the next steps. 11 days ago, I had no clue. 10 days ago, I had this random desire. I got out of the shower. I was like, I'm going to make a YouTube video tonight. It's time for me to suck it the fuck up. Stop being a little pussy. Put the camera up and talk. And here I am on day 10, and you guys can vouch for me if you want. Like, tell me your opinion, but in my opinion, I think I've completely changed the way I speak. I think I'm a lot more comfortable with this. I think I'm slipping up on my words less. I'm always going to slip up on my words. We're human. And that's why I leave them in. I don't go back and cut when I slip up my words or when I'm stuttering, because I'm human. I'm just like you guys. I make mistakes. I slip up on my words. We're all human. It's the little things that I'm keeping in because I want this as raw and as authentic as it is. This is me as a person. And this is me being new to this. I want you guys to see that I'm brand new to this. Of course I'm going to be slipping up my words. Of course I'm going to be, you know what I mean? And you could even look at that as a failure. Oh, he's stuttering. He's doing this and that. I'm still going. I can't say I haven't. I've for sure stopped the video because I stuttered so bad and then just restarted. But 90% of my videos where I'm stuttering stuff, I don't just stop the camera and restart. I for sure have a few times, but I don't look at those little mistakes as failures. I'm looking at it as I'm doing this. I'm sitting down. I want you guys to see the raw, authentic version of me. This is me in the very beginning of my journey. Yeah, you see me with the car and I got my own apartment, but this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. This is just the beginning of the journey. And I'm so blessed that I'm sticking with this challenge. I'm so thankful to God for pushing me every single day to get this challenge done, to get my mindset right. Even if my mindset isn't right, I still have the courage to go to this bank. You guys know where I am. Do I even have to show it? You guys know where I am. Every single day I'm at this bank. And yeah, I'm doing this every single day. But yeah, it's just really what you do with your failures. You can quit. Go ahead. Feel free. No one is stopping you from quitting. Literally nobody. But why would you? Damn, look. I'm going to leave that in the video too. Like, this is not the first time I've dropped the camera. You guys know me. I'm pretty notorious for this. It's what you do with the failure. Right there, you could have considered that a failure. I dropped the camera. I'm 8 minutes into the video. Some people would edit it out. Some people would restart. Some people would get all upset at themselves. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all fail. Don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as a stepping stone. You're making your way on to the next step. You're experiencing that failure because every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. So I'm going to end the video the same way I started it. If you knew after just a few times of failure, you would succeed, how fast would you want to fail? Really ask yourself that and let it resonate with you. And really think about that. Start failing. Start attempting. Eventually, you're going to succeed. Just never give up. But I appreciate you guys. I don't care how corny this sounds, but we hit 15 subscribers today. 15. In 10 days, that's pretty cool. We're averaging like 1.5 subscribers a day. It's pretty cool. So I really do appreciate you guys. And I'll be back here tomorrow, of course, because we're going to finish this 30-day challenge. So appreciate you guys.